Okay, today we are going to play 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So far we've just been playing 1, 2, 1, but we're going to add a third note. And before I get much farther, I wanted to make sure and remind you that when I show something with just one pointer finger like this, I'm doing that to make it easy for you to see exactly the location of the string and the fret that I'm playing. If I were to play it like that, it would be harder for you to see. So I'll try to always show you the proper fingering too. So we've been playing 1, 2, 1, and then we played 1, 7, 1, then we put it together. Now I want to play 1, 2, 3. So let's start in our usual starting place, which is 5th string, 3rd fret. And remember where 2 was? 1, 2, that's a whole step. If we go one more whole step, that's 3. So we're going to name that 1, 2, 3. And we're going to spend a little time playing 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So 1, with just one finger, it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Whole step there, whole step there. And if when we play it with proper fingering, it would look more like this. 1, 2, 3. I would just use these 3 fingers and move my hand a little bit. Or you could go, it depends on where you're going next. Or you can get fancy and slide. Now remember there were 2 different places to play note number 2. We could play 1 here, and then we could play 2 there. Or we could play 1 here, and we could play note number 2 on the open 4th string. So, since the open 4th string is note number 2, note number 3 could be 1 whole step higher. So this is another way of playing 1, 2, 3. 5th string, 3rd fret is 1. Just like we did before, open 4th string is 2. And then a whole step higher is 2nd fret right here. 3, 2, 1. This is actually the way you would normally play 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Unless you had some reason that you wanted to travel up here or get up here for some reason. This would be probably the first thing you would think of doing. So I'm going to leave you. Oh, okay. But remember how the exercises work. We start as low as we can, and then we work our way up. We start, we're not going to start absolutely as low as we can, but for the lesson, we're going to start here on fret 3. And you can play 1, 3, 1 there. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, I'm sorry. And then we're going to go up to the 5th string, 3rd fret, and play 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. You don't have to slide. And then go up to the 4th string, play 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to stop. Well, actually, you can play it. Yeah, you can play it on the 3rd string too. But remember how there's another way we can play 1, 2, 3, 2, 1? Let's start back here at our beginning and play 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. We're starting in a different place, but it's still, if this is note number 1, then that's 2, 3, 2, 1. And then move up to the 5th string, 1, 2, 3. And then move up to the 4th string. But if we're going to go, if you wanted to start here and we did that same shape, it wouldn't sound right. And that's what we're going to talk about a little bit later. We haven't got to that yet. So when you're doing the exercise, we'll go that far and stop. And then you can move on up the neck and play you start on the 4th fret and work your way up through the strings. Once you get, now note, and this is exactly what these exercises are for, so you're comfortable with knowing this so that when you need to know it, it's comfortable and you can retain it and use what you know. We can't play it like this. Can't play it with an open string if you're starting here on the 4th string, okay? But this brings me to the challenge. This is where there's another way of doing it. Let's take a look at this. This is a PDF from my Become a Natural class, and I'm not posting this, but I just want you to see what we just did. We were playing 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. And then this shows that 2 can also be the open 4th string here. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. There's another way of playing 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, which with no open strings, with a better fingering. And I'm just going to let you explore and see if you can find the other fingering for 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. And if you have any trouble with that, I will post answers on Friday. And that'll still give you time to play with it before Monday when the next lesson comes out. So one challenge is instead of just 1, 2, 3, 2, 1 and 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, what's another way of starting right here and playing 1, 2, 3, 2, 1 with no open strings? One more way to play. Also, how low can you start? Okay, we start here where it's relatively easy. If we were to start on the 6th string, what would 1, 2, 3, 6th string open? What would 1, 2, 3 look like? Let's look at the first one. Open 6th string, whole step higher would be right there. Whole step higher would be right there. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. I want you to know this is actually the most challenging part of these exercises, is working it out when you're down here around the nuts. So if that's too much, if you feel overloaded, overwhelmed, or confused, or frustrated, you can wait on that and come back to that later on. That's why I put it in the challenge section. So that's a challenge if you want to go all the way down as low as you can go, and see what happens in that part of the guitar when you're playing 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, and then you start 1 fret higher, just how it feels different and looks different. And then later on in the series, we'll be going over that together eventually. So don't worry. And I will be going over it on Friday as well. But that's a challenge for now. That's not the basic level of working through. So you can skip that if it's too much. And the other thing I just wanted to say before I go is that with 3 notes, you can improvise quite a bit. There's a lot of songs that use just these 3 notes. That's the beginning of a pop song. I don't want to play them because I don't want to attract commercials to my channel that you have to watch before you get to watch the lesson. Let's see. But the thing is, people used to try to explain to me how to improvise, and they would say, well, like there's 7 notes or 8 notes, it's just the scale, and just whatever key you're in, just play the notes from that scale. And I would still feel like, well, which ones, where do I start, how do I pick which ones are going to sound good? And we'll talk more about this another time, but it's really not about knowing how to do it. It's about just doing it. You actually learn a lot from experience. But when I stopped trying to play with all 7 notes and I just played with 3, wow, that's a lot easier. It sounds pretty simple. That's not the way you would normally play if you were the lead guitar player in a band, but it's a start. It's a breakthrough point where if you're listening to a song and you know what key it is, say it was in the key of C, that's right here. We haven't talked about letter names yet, but this would be your 1 if you're in the key of C. And that would be your 1 if you were in the key of G. And you can actually, by playing around with those 3 notes and then maybe catching note number 7 sometimes, you can actually get comfortable beginning to improvise. And we're going to have another lesson about that. So that's just kind of a quick mention of improvising. So you can play around with those notes if you want. And feel free to use other notes if you want to. But that's a good place to start with improv. And I will see you again on Friday. We'll talk about those challenges. Bye.